6 million records. Dave Bartholomew wrote that on a sheet of toilet paper. I found this out at his funeral. He lived to be 100 years old. Dave Bartholomew, the person who wrote and produced a bunch of the Fats Domino stuff, and also Smiley Lewis and other things. Yes.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, lived to be 100, and invented rock and roll. So let's see. I'm gonna do one called Junko Partner.
The Beatles invented rock and roll.
Well, before the Beatles invented rock and roll, it was invented by Fats and by Dave Bartholomew.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Huey Piano Smith and the Clowns. Their follow-up to Rock Pneumonia, another one about diseases. High blood pressure. I get a high blood pressure when you call my name. Getting high blood pressure when you call my name. Pressure when you speak. shivers up and down my spine. It's true, I started popping and it's all because of you. I'm getting high blood pressure when you call my name. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. And more Fats Domino, Dave Bartholomew. Well, I'm walking, yes indeed, and I'm talking about you and me, and I'm hoping you come back to me. And I'm lonely as I could be, and I'm waiting for your company, hoping you come back to me. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? Where you gonna run away and hide? What you gonna do when I say bye-bye? All you're gonna do is dry your eye. I'm walking, yes indeed, talking about you and me, hoping you come back to me. Yes indeed, and I'm talking about you and me, hoping you come back to me. And I'm lonely as I could be, and I'm waiting for your company, hoping you come back to me. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? Where you gonna run away and hide? What you gonna do when I say bye-bye? All you're gonna do is dry your eye. I'm walking, yes indeed, talking about you and me, hoping you come back to me, hoping you come back to me, hoping you come back to me. Yeah. Here's one I wrote called No Blues. Used to write songs about being angry. Used to write songs about being mad. Wrote a whole bunch of tunes about being pissed off at the world. Then I wrote a few tunes about being sad. But then you came along, I'm not writing them sad songs, and I'm just not singing the blues. Now I used to write songs about heartache. used to write songs about a heart in pain. Never had to look too far. Find material. Find another woman. Do the same thing again. But now I'm happy all the time. And I'm so glad that you're mine. And I'm just not singing the blues. Here's the point in the past. Undone all those nice words with some sly cut to the deal. But now I'm here, being sincere. Not saying the right thing, I'm being real. Undone all those nice words with some sly cut to the deal. But now I'm here, being sincere. Not saying the right thing, I'm being real. Used to write songs about politics, how the other side was making me mad as hell. Wrote a whole bunch of tunes about injustice and oppression. I was pretty chagrined by stupidity as well. Now I wanna love you, baby, all I can. Don't need to go bitching about the man. And I'm just not singing the blues. Now my career ain't going nowhere, and I'm starting to lose my hair. But I'm just not singing the blues. Now my back is about to go, and I'm forgetting shit I don't know. And my baby needs new shoes, and I can't pay my union dues. But I'm just not singing the blues. Thank you. I'll match your cough. So the next one, this one by Professor Longhair, who's another very famous and great piano player from New Orleans who definitely got to check out. And I was 13 years old, and a friend of Professor Longhair's who had worked at the Jewish Community Center had gotten killed. So he came to play a memorial concert. So I'm 13 years old. Just this me and these bunch of kids in the cafeteria, the gymnasium of the JCC, and there was Fest playing, and mind blown. Never looked back. And here's a song. This is a Solomon Burke tune, but this is his version. It goes like this. When your baby leaves you all alone, and nobody calls you on the phone, don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like crying? Well, here I am, honey. Come on, cry to me. When you're all alone in an empty room, nothing there but the smell of her perfume. Don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like a crying? Here I am, honey. Come on, cry to me. Well, nothing can be sadder than a glass of wine alone. Loneliness is just a waste of time. You don't have to walk all alone. When nobody calls you on the phone. Take my hand, pretty baby, come on, walk with me. Well, nothing can be sadder than a glass of wine alone. Loneliness is just a waste of time. You don't have to walk all alone. When nobody calls you on the phone. Take my hand, pretty baby, come on and walk with me. Here I am, honey. Come on, cry to me. Here I am, honey. Come on, cry to me. Yeah. Thank you. And the crowd went wild. All right. I'll do one more. Let's do a. Oh, here's one. More Fats Domino then. I'm gonna be a wheel. Hey! Whoa! Hey! Whoa! I'm gonna be a wheel someday. I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna be a real gone cat. Then I won't want you. Everything gonna roll my way. I won't need nobody. I'm gonna be a real gone cat. Then I won't want you. You will cry, cry, cry. You will sigh. You'll be wondering why I don't look at you when I go rolling by. I'm gonna be a wheel someday. I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna be a real gone cat. And I won't want you. Someday I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna be a real gone cat. Then I won't want you. Everything gonna roll my way. I won't need nobody. I'm gonna be a real gone cat. Then I won't want you. You will cry. You will sigh. You'll be wondering why I don't look at you when I go rolling by. I'm gonna be a wheel someday. I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna be a real gone cat. Then I won't want you. Oh yeah, you know, this was the bar where he very famously played on regular set, and he played his last show. I have the story of the last night that James Booker played here. The last night, yes.
You were here?
Aha! I was 14 years old. I lied to my parents about a babysitting job, and I went to Oak Street to see some music. But I was 14 years old, so I went to see the Dead Kennedys in the Butthole Circus. They were across the street. So I was at the last night of James Booker played at the Maple Leaf. I was at a punk rock show because I was 14. Come on, get out of here.
It's a big difference. Big difference in music.
Yeah. But I could also do the Shaw Sleeps in Lee Harvey's Grave at the 8-bar blues piano style. But that's a bit of hard trickery. Let's do one. This song called Hurricane. If you know about hurricanes, there are big things out there people know about them. Back when we had no one, people knew about them. So they'll divide it into two groups: the people who run away as quick as they can, and the people who stick around. They're the ones who say, "I ain't going." So this is 2005. I stick around now. You know they're getting worse and run like hell. But the tune I wrote is called Hurricane, and it goes kind of like this. Well, you stand on the corner with your umbrella in your hand, standing on the corner, keeping out the pouring rain. Umbrella won't help you when they hit you with the hurricane. I'm gonna buy me a P-roll, lash it to my balcony. It's a little boat, baby, enough room for you and me. When the water comes to meet us, we'll float on out to sea. Well, they're all evacuating. I ain't going. Some folks ain't waiting. I ain't going. Category 7. I ain't going. Knock us all to heaven. I stay in New Orleans with a cold drink in my hand. Trying to get your contraflow. Folks are stuck in traffic, got no place to go. Well, I'm kicking out of my house, I won't say I told you so. My house lasted through Betsy and it stood through Camille. Thanks, man. Just back when they built my house, they were building houses for real. Yeah, well, I heard Nash Roberts say it wasn't gonna happen. Nash Roberts? Yeah, that's right, baby, he came to me to dream. Well, I don't want to watch the Weather Channel. I'm getting kind of scared. Oh, baby, we don't go where. We got everything we need. We got some whiskey. We got the piano. Well, that's all everything about is drinking whiskey and playing piano. Well, that's not true, baby. If the lights went out, you know, we can snuggle a bit. Oh, I see. Category 7 hurricane coming. All you think about is drinking whiskey, playing the piano, and snuggling. I'm getting my little car, and I'm getting caught in gridlock just outside of Kenner. Well, that's cool, babe. 'Cause I'm staying here. 'Cause I'm going down with the boat. 'Cause that's all she wrote. Well, I got me my water. I ain't going campstone with a shotgun. I ain't going do what you oughta. I ain't going, I'ma stay here, son. Stay in New Orleans with a cold drink in my hand. Yeah. This is shockingly empty.
It has a hole. That's what it is.
It's got a hole in it.
We gotta fix that cover.
Gotta fix that. And not super strong because I'll have a bunch of them, so. Yeah. So are you visiting New Orleans? Oh, okay. Where transplanted from? Ah, okay. Hello.
How are you?
Hey, good.
And Boofus is my place.
Oh, Boofus is your place. Oh, yeah. So you live, that's your neighborhood?
No, actually, right now I live in the 7th ward.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm very proud to say that I am a Boofus poet.
A Boofus poet?
I am a Boofus poet.
That is great. That's wonderful. So it's nice. So for me, it seems like a lot of, like, when I was coming up, like, I'm from this neighborhood, but I live downtown. And it used to be that people really didn't go from one place to another. You know, like I have dual citizenship. I can cross Canal Street without a pass. You know, because I grew up in Carrollton, but I now live in Treme. So that was.
Oh, I love it up here. Like Riverbend area. Away from the mayhem. You can drive it. Great.
You can take public transportation to the French Quarter, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Sorry about like the sectionality, like people don't really cross Canal Street.
Neighborhoods, like
Very neighborhoodly.
I live in the Lower Garden now, and it's like I still don't get accustomed to that. Right by Island and June, and I'm like, it's like, where are you gonna walk? Steins.
Yeah. It's not the same.
No. I like it around here.
I do too. I looked here, but I would have got a smaller place for the same price as I got. So.
Yeah, uptown is expensive. That's fine around here.
Because it's the university and stuff too.
And
The
not
kids.
through college, so they jack up the prices.
Right.
Yeah, until it's like,
Yeah.
I moved to Lower Garden because I got like $700 less. And I'm like, yeah, of course I'm gonna
You're in Mid City?
Yeah.
Oh, Mid City's great too.
It's uptown. Because I hang out here and I work here. Work at the Leaf and I work in Oak Street and other places.
Let's do
Yeah, I wish I could just like come here and
we're
walk.
doing some more Dave Bartholomew tunes. And this is my new song called That Certain Door. Please don't tell me anymore. You seem to go through that certain door. Please don't tell me. No, don't tell me. Not anymore. Not anymore. Because I just got over that one-sided love affair. So don't tell me anymore about that certain door. Oh, love, here I come again. Although I promise never tackle another hand. How I pray to the man above for him to send me someone else to love. Because I just got over that one-sided love affair. So don't tell me anymore about that certain door. again. Though I promise if I tack another hand, how I pray to the man above for him to send me someone else to love. Cause I just got over that one-sided love affair. So don't tell me anymore about that certain dog. All right. Okay. So this is a song I wrote about like when this is actually it's a hopelessly cisgendered narrative because I wrote it in the mid-90s and you could do these kind of things. It's when a man meets a woman, he's trying to figure out his next move, and so he consults with his inner boy. He consults with his inner dog, but one hopes he consults with his inner man. So it's a song called Dog and Me, and it goes like this. Cruising down the street without a care, saw some young ladies by Jackson Square. They were so innocent, real tall too, like a basketball meet. Was passing through, level on the level. They gave me the eye, kinda asked me if I'd like to give them a try. And the dog in me said, hell yeah. Boy in me said, uh-huh. But the man in me said, hey, whoa. And right on down the road I go. Having me some drinks the other day, one of those bars, Frenchman Street Way, when this older lady from out of town gave me a look and then she sat down. She must have been at least 3 sheets to the wind. She had a hotel room and some money to spend. And the dog in me said, hell yeah. Boy in me said, uh-huh. But the man in me said, oh, hell no. And right on down the road I go. Very dear pal happens to be my best friend's gal in the kitchen throwing down when her boyfriend, is out of town. She starts to flirt and just won't quit. She says, David's at the bed, we'd like snuggle a bit. And the dog in me said, hell yeah. Boy in me said, uh-huh. But the man in me said, hey, whoa, you're gonna kick it this one time. She's gonna hate your guts in the morning. He's gonna hate your guts. You're gonna feel like an idiot. No one wanna play with your band. It just ain't worth it, yo. So right on down the road I go. Hanging the other day at the wine shop, picking out a Shiraz and a soda pop. Big fine girl with a front and a back picks herself a bottle of Armagnac, sit at the table, start talking about France. I'm like, this is the one who just might have a chance. And the dog in me said, hell yeah. The boy in me said, uh-huh. The man in me said, so. Right on down the road we go. Thank you. All right. Coming up on the 20th anniversary of Katrina, I have a song. There was a neighborhood that no one had ever heard of, the Ninth Ward, until it was underwater, and then now everyone knows about the Ninth Ward. And there was a fear, like right when this happened, and then we were going to be reconstructed. That it was going to turn into a Disney World kind of thing. And so I wrote this couplet. I wrote, I'll meet you on Dick Cheney Street at Rumsfeld Boulevard, right next to the statue of Michael Brown in the new Ninth Ward. But instead, see, this is I'm a lazy songwriter, so instead a bunch of well-meaning people came down and told everybody that they needed to stop smoking and eat more vegetables and cut out the fried food and run when no one's chasing them and all these things. And so I wrote the rest of it, and I played the song on OZ, and then I was at Three Muses. And this guy came up to me, I played the song, he came up to me and said, "We need to talk before you play the song again." He gave me his card. He's co-executive director of Brad Pitt's Make It Right Foundation. And he said, "You've got to stop playing this song." And Brad Pitt, his heart was in the right place, but the
houses didn't work out.
The house is not so much. But and actually, if you saw Curious Case of Benjamin Button, I was Brad Pitt's piano coach. He didn't learn his part, so those are my hands in there somewhere in the movie.
Really?
1 hour, 38 minutes, and 35 minutes. Yes, I'm piano coach. Anyway, I told at the time David Simon was in town and we were working on this TV show called Treme, and so I told him all about this story, and he was so amused. So I told the guy, $50,000. The Brad Pitt's Make It Right Foundation guy told me $50,000 makes it go away, and he didn't pay me. So anyway, I told David Simon, and David Simon was so amused by this that he put in the show. So this is the song that I wrote that Irma Thomas sings in Treme, and it's called The New Ninth Ward. It goes like this. I'll meet you on Dick Cheney Street at Rumsfeld Boulevard, right next to the statue of Michael Brown. Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job. In the new Ninth Ward, folks are living so easy there. Times used to be so hard. Chicken in every pot, they dance a lot. In the new Ninth Ward, new Ninth Ward, new Ninth Ward. Times are easy there, they used to be so hard. Kicked out all the criminals, got rid of the blight, put a little camera on the traffic light. The kids that come to school, they come to learn and not fight. This time around we're making it right. In the new Ninth Ward, new Ninth Ward, new Ninth Ward. All those lovely little musicians, got them a place to stay. Even set them up with a concert hall so they have a place to play. New construction, state of the art, nothing could be finer. All the modern conveniences and the best drywall from China in the new Ninth Ward, new Ninth Ward, new Ninth Ward. Times are easy there, used to be so hard. Musicians in an area, yeah, that's what's up. In one place, just in case we need to round them up. We think it's best to know where they'll stay at night. This time around, we're making it right in the new Ninth Ward, new Ninth Ward, new Ninth Ward. New Ninth Ward, new Ninth Ward, new Ninth Ward. Times are easy there, used to be so hard. We're taking up the burden, we are the ones who came to save New Orleans from New Orleanians. Most of all, we wish they'd do more behaving, so they would deserve all the saving. Sister Bessie used to drink a lot on her porch all day. Now we set her up with a vegetable plot. Ain't that some productivity? Brother John, he's got that ice cream truck. Such an enterprising fella. selling cones in the working zones where he moves a lot of vanilla and the New Ninth Ward. New Ninth Ward, New Ninth Ward. Times are easy there, they used to be so hard. Kicked out all the criminals, got rid of the blight. Works a little better now, we made it uptight. Best of all, it's safe to walk the streets at night. This time around we're making it white. That's the song I wrote that Irma Thomas sang. Just the once. I don't think it did not make it into her repertoire. Much as I hoped for that.
I haven't heard her sing it. Except it.
Nah, well, except on that one time on TV. But go to a Scandinavian country and stream it 100 times for me, please, because that's where all the money seems to be.
So if Irma plays your song like on a TV series,
Yeah.
so she has to pay you for that, right? Or they have to pay you for that?
They have to pay for it. Yeah. So
Okay.
there's a performance there's a writer royalty and a performance royalty. So I'm not doing the performance, but I would get the writing part.
Okay.
So it's the writing half of that. So yeah, that was a nice little revenue stream for a minute. Now it pays for HBO, so it evens out, I guess.
She just said we need to watch Tremaine again.
Oh.
I think I watched it
I think
twice,
we watched it twice.
but it's been 10 years, I think, too.
I probably need to watch it again too. I was out of it for a while, despite being in it. But yeah. So you see the Davis character.
Yeah, sure.
I'm Davis.
Oh, you are?
I'm the real Davis. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Let that sink in.
Do
So-
you have a radio show? Or no longer?
I did have a radio show, and they fired me for playing rap music.
You're a rebel.
And then David Simon and I got to come up with 5 different seasons of ways for the character Davis to get fired. But yeah, so every time you see the Davis character write a song, that's something that I wrote.
That's my favorite scene in Tremaine is when Davis is talking to Kermit, and Kermit's playing, and Elvis Costello comes to the show, and Davis tells him, Kermit, do you know who that is? He goes, no. He says, Elvis Costello. And Kermit goes, who? He goes, he's an international star, man. He's here to watch your show. You can travel with him. And Kermit's like, he goes, what are you gonna do? Stay here and make barbecue the rest of your life?
Kermit said, yep.
Yep.
All right, we've got a follow-up song here then for you. You know who it really was?
What's that?
Do you know who it really was?
What?
It was Mick Jagger and Charlie Watts, and they were there at Vaughn's, and Kermit pulls me aside on the set break and says, Davis, what's up with this Mick Jagger and Charlie Watts guys? And I was like, it's the drummer for the Rolling Stones. He said, but what's that? And I'm like, well, it's this popular rock and roll band from England. You know Irma Thomas is like, the Time Is on My Side song? And he was like,
Yeah.
It was like,
We've
that-
all
this-
heard us complain about that for years.
But he's saying what
Yeah.
he's how he's explaining.
This is how I explained it to Kermit.
Right.
And Kermit's like, so the next day I called him up and I said, well, I know they gave you some tickets, and I know you can give a fuck about the Stones, so hook your white people up. Like, I want to go see the show. And he's like, well, their manager gave me his card, but I lost it. And I said, Kermit, nobody in the music business loses the manager of the Rolling Stones card. The way you're acting, you just must want to hang out in New Orleans and play trumpet and smoke weed and barbecue for the rest of your life. And he said, yes, and that's how that scene came to be.
Oh, that's why.
It's so great.
It was okay. Well, here's a follow-up song called "My Everyday," which is about all those things. Goes like this. Wow, you're so much taller than Steve Zahn. Did you really have that crazy house party? Well, let me tell you. It goes a song like this. The apartment is messier, and the girls, they're not as fine. I'd like to think a bit dressier, and I know more about wine. I got so tired explaining this shit over and over and over and over. I sat down and wrote these lines. So I mean it really. Y'all can stop asking me. That's why I made this song. I never sacrificed a chicken when I was on the radio. I got fired for playing bounce music. I think it's a cooler way to go. And I was fired from my hotel job for misspelling Dan Quayle's name. Doesn't fit the timeline of the show. So how does it feel to be one of the beautiful people? Real Garden District dilettante, if that's what producers want. Me, I'm a middle-class white kid from the Carrollton neighborhood, this neighborhood right here. But having the character come from money, you know, gives you an insight into that facet of society, so whatever. Next, how could Davis assemble such a large band of people and not pay them? I've made plenty of records where my friends did not get paid. And I planned on playing my friends' records for free. That's how New Orleans records get made. And I was in a band with Kermit Ruffins before I knew how to play. There have been plenty of rock stars that Kermit did not know. But it was Mick Jagger and Charlie Watts, y'all. Not Elvis Costello. Sitting in the back of Vaughn's Lounge trying to explain the Rolling Stones. So how does it feel to have a character loosely based on you in a TV show? And is it surreal like you're in a play? What can I say? Just my everyday. And what's the next one? Oh yeah. I ran for State House of Representatives in the year 2003. And I withdrew from the race for reasons I shall not reveal unto thee. There's a certain judge I'd like to thank posthumously for keeping me and my band out of jail. You know, really, thanks, dude. So how does it feel? Right. I forgot there's an extra chunk of verse there. Here it goes. And there really were strippers moving in my neighborhood, but they moved away before I could write the song number for them. I'd played it for them if I could. If I had the nerve to introduce myself, really, I would. So how does it feel to walk out of your house and see them film a scene that you depicted in one of your songs? What can I say? In the end, I don't see nothing wrong. I'm not saying there was unfulfilled teaching music in elementary school, writing behavior grades for 400 kindergartners, but to go back to recording and writing and performing my music for a living, it's kind of like a dream. So I admit it's kind of cheesy calling myself the real Davis, you know, but it seems to be more people at my shows. We're all out of order because I haven't played you the Strippers song. The Strippers song. The Strippers song, this one goes a little something like this. So yeah, that's the story about being the real Davis. And okay. So this gets kind of blue. This is the blue material part of the evening. So you know, you're real mature audience. So anyway.
Very.
Anyways, you know, my neighborhood Treme, when I first moved in, was like pretty gnarly. You know, it was like you whistle this way, it'd bring crack to your doorstep, and I mean, it was the most creative and amazing place. Like it was the birthplace of the brass band revolution. But there's hardcore like drug prostitution problem, and now it's all painted. And once again, people are running not to or from anything, but it's all very fancy. This is a song about the first white woman I saw moving into my neighborhood. So the thing is, it is still illegal to perform fellatio in the state of Louisiana. Now, my wife breaks the law every morning, bless her heart. But if you get caught doing so, you become a registered sex offender. And you get a postcard. You have to send out postcards with your name and address on them saying that you're a sex offender. So I was like, saw this person, and I wrote the song about, and I got this postcard, and the song just came to me. Didn't have to work on it very hard. And this is season 1, episode 3. Davis composes the song "Strippers," and he sees the strippers, and this is a whole plot point. But anyway, the song goes a little something like this. DJ Davis's mansion in the ghetto, in the hood, but that's okay. DJ Davis's mansion in the ghetto, heart of downtown Treme. Two things that drive me nuts, y'all: crime and the poverty. Got these bums and alcoholics hanging out by Chachi's store. There before the grace of God go. I got these bums and alcoholics hanging out by Chachi's store. There before the grace of God go. I pee in my alleyway. I can't take it no more. So I was on my balcony the other day, having myself a little smoke. On my balcony the other day, yo, having myself a little smoke. When this white girl walked by, tell y'all it ain't no joke. Well, she had great big breasts and a really small dog, and I'm sitting at the staring like a bump on a log. She bought Chachi's, bought herself a little something sweet. She took her dog and a candy bar and walked into a house just down the street. Saw her the very next day with some friends who were similarly endowed. Saw her the very next day with some friends who were similarly endowed. And as a property owner, I had to sing because I was so proud. I got strippers moving in my neighborhood. I got strippers moving in my neighborhood. Well, you can call it gentrification. I'm gonna call it good. You never can tell when you be thinking with the wrong head. No, you never can tell when you be thinking with the wrong head. I got a postcard in the mail the other day, y'all, and here's just what it read. It read, I, name withheld, residing at address withheld, have been convicted of a crime against nature. It read, I, name withheld, residing at address withheld, have been convicted of a crime against nature. And I know just what that means from all the dumbasses in the Louisiana legislature. I got dick-sucking strippers and they're moving in my neighborhood. I got dick-sucking strippers and they're moving in my neighborhood. Well, you can call it gentrification. You can call it gentrification. You can call gentrification for me. I'm gonna call it good. Yeah. Okay. So that's the song that got me the job. David Simon, he read the review of the record, bought the record, listened to the record, and I got the job. It just merit. Never happens in the film business, in the music business. One case where I wrote that song. So let's see. Some more Huey Piano Smith. was going to do one called Hush Your Mouth. Or, no, wait. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law, mother-in-law. The worst person I know. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law. She worries me so. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law. Every time I open my mouth, steps right in to put me out. How could she stoop so low? Mother-in-law, mother-in-law. Come home with my pay. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law. She asks me what I made. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law. Thinks her advice is the Constitution. If she would leave, that would be the solution. Don't come back no more. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law. With my pay, mother-in-law, mother-in-law. Ask me what I made, mother-in-law, mother-in-law. Thinks her advice is the Constitution. If she would leave, that would be the solution. Sent from down below. Mother-in-law, 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 mother-in-law. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law. Yeah. Burn, Cato, burn.
Why did he always play it twice during his set?
Because he was running out of things. Did you?
No, because in every relationship there are two mother-in-laws. He wouldn't want to slight one mother-in-law by not playing it, the other one later. That's what I think.
Yeah, that might have
Cato was smart.
that might have been it, man. I remember him at like
That's my theory.
him at his worst. You know, like showing up at like little people's places, like barely being able to stand. Like, oh, I want to be like that when I grow up. Or not. Okay. Let's do one by Johnny Guitar Watson called "Cutting In." Pardon me, buddy, for being so cold, you see. That's my girl you're dancing with. Excuse me, partner, for being so bold, but you see, had ourselves a little argument. She said it was all over. She said we were through. Yeah, boy, but pardon me, buddy, I'm cutting in on you. Excuse me, partner, for being so bold and for all the tears that she shed. But can't you tell from looking in her eyes, she didn't mean a word that she said. Darling, I'm so glad that I found you, and I just want to put my arms around you. Yeah, boy, pardon me, buddy, but I'm cutting in on you. Bet you find yourself someone else to dance with. Cause this here girl I'm a romance with. But pardon me, buddy, I'm cutting in on you. Thank you. Johnny Guitar Watson before Superman Lover and all that other stuff. Not to say that isn't great, but that's his classic rhythm and blues stuff. So I said to myself about 20 years ago, if I could write a really funny, ironic song about a guy with a drinking problem, that ipso facto I would not have a drinking problem because I wrote a funny song about a guy with a drinking problem. This is not true, but it's a good song. It's not autobiographical just so much as extensively researched. I call it my 30s and my 40s, and it's a tune called Take His Keys, and it goes like this. There's a man who stalks the city only late at night. From all reports that I've received, they say the kid ain't acting right. Pissing off those nice folks uptown, passing out Marinee. Scariest thing that I heard, they say the kid looks just like me. Said he's tall, gregarious, bold, bordering on brash. Starts out so loquacious and then he ends up short on cash. So if you see him out on the street, gonna ask you please, won't you do me a favor, baby? And baby, won't you take his keys? Singing, please, 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 take his keys. Those are my keys too now. I might need to use the car in the morning time. Said he's good to drive, oh please. Take his keys, take his keys. Well, baby, won't you take his keys? And the lawyers, they're so expensive, jail so awfully drab. Nothing for a couple bucks, bruh, so go ahead and call that cab. Said you ain't got that judge no more, ain't one of those jokes. Next time they pop your ass, you're going to jail like regular folks. Singing, please, 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 take his keys. Those are my keys too now. I might need to use the car in the morning time. Said he's good to drive, oh please. Take his keys, take his keys. Baby, won't you take his keys? Baby, won't you take his keys? Don't listen, he said good to drive. Go ahead and take those keys. every time you see them out, they're like, hey man, good to see you, buddy, good to see you. We're all right, man, you're so great. And then you hear about the horrible, rotten shit they say about you behind your back. Or maybe this only happens in the music business, I don't know. But this is a tune I wrote called Low Down Dirty Ways. And you've been listening to the Dave Bartholomew stuff that I've been playing. I hope I've been stealing correctly from the right people. And it goes something like this. Come up to me at the club, wanna shake my hand. Heard what you said about me, and I wish you'd be a man. Let me tell you straight, Jack, you go or I stays. What you got, just a lot of your low down dirty ways. Saying it's all good, you know. Oh really, oh really. Oh, how come everybody that I meet says you're putting my business in the street? Use a broken record. Please find one that plays. What you got, just a lot of your low down dirty ways. Like me and I don't like you, so let's to our own selves be true. Don't let me tell it to you twice, 'cause I'd rather be real than your fake ass nice. And me, I'm moving forward. Good luck with your maze. Hope you work it out, but right now use about all them low down dirty, low down dirty, low down dirty ways. So we're coming up to the main part of the show, and so I'm going to do some songs. I see very much in the classic New Orleans rhythm and blues. Great songs written by African Americans, but I'm going to feature some songs written by white people because they're important too. And so if anyone knows about a guy named Alex Chilton, he was Give Me a Ticket on an Airplane. He wrote a song. He sang a song called The Letter. He had a band called Big Star. He built my kitchen sink. Anyway, Alex Chilton told me this song by a band called The Kinks. If anyone heard The Kinks, then So you want to hear the story of how I did not meet Ray Davies? There was a thing called the Voodoo Festival, and Voodoo Festival, unlike Jazz Fest, in Jazz Fest you are hard pressed to get one Miller Lite out of the whole backstage area. 9-10 piece band, one Miller Lite maybe. Voodoo Festival had unlimited hard liquor for everybody, man. So by the time Ray Davies came on, I was lit. And I was about as far away from Ray Davies as you were. And I was like, and he looked at me like, and I went like this, and I was saying Ray Davies. Ray Davies was about this far away. I said, hey, and he went like, and I went like that, and so. You remember how Ray Davies actually you heard the story about how he got shot in New Orleans, right? Yeah, Ray Davies got shot in New Orleans. He was chasing after valiantly chasing after his girlfriend. A thief took his purse, but I found out because the piano player from the Pogues lives in New Orleans, and his wife is friends with Chrissy Hine, who told me that, in fact, the reason why he was chasing after the thief with the purse was because there was an 8-ball in there. But that's neither here nor there. But now you know. But anyway, this is the song that Alex Chilton taught me by the Kinks, and when Ray Davies came and played in New Orleans, he dedicated it to Alex. So, like I said, great tune, I think, and join us if you want. Just feel like singing along. postman's run off with my dough, left me in my stately home, lazing on a sunny afternoon. I can't sail my yacht, he's taken everything I got, and all I've got's this sunny afternoon. Save me, save me, save me from this squeeze. I got a big fat mama trying to break me, but I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, lazing on a sunny afternoon. Come on, y'all. In the summertime, in the summertime, in the summertime, girlfriends run off with my car, gone back to her ma and pa, telling tales of drunkenness and cruelty. Now I'm sitting here, sipping on my ice cold beer, and all I've got's this sunny afternoon. Help me, help me, help me sail away, or give me 2 good reasons why I ought to stay. 'Cause I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, lazing on a sunny afternoon. In the summertime, in the summertime, in the summertime. All right. And next, this one's kind of a lead into how hugely influential Fats Domino was to a lot of important people, inventors of rock and roll, like the Beatles. And this is a tune pretty much shows you how much Paul McCartney loves Fats Domino. Interesting little side point. During the COVID pandemic, I was part of the Preservation Hall Collective, and they started giving us like a little decent-sized check of money, like every twice a month. And I thought that was really cool. That was really wonderful. It turns out that Paul McCartney gave them $1 million and said, "Just give it to the musicians, and I don't want any credit. You didn't hear about that because you didn't want any credit for it. You just give it." So anyway, thank you, Paul McCartney. He helped keep my lights on. Meanwhile, Paul McCartney will be appearing at the Smoothie King Center on the 29th of October, and so if you want to help me get a ticket, there's a jar. I know you don't give everybody get a second mortgage, and let's all go see the show. Anyway, one by Sir Paul, and then I think we got time. Yeah, one by Sir Paul, and then one by me. Here we go. Oh, darling, please believe me, I'll never do you no harm. Believe me when I beg you, I'll never do you no harm. Oh, darling, if you leave me, I'll never make it alone. Believe me when I beg you, I'll never do you no harm. When you told me you didn't need me anymore, well, I nearly broke down and cried. When you told me you didn't need me anymore. Well, I nearly broke down and died. Oh, darling, if you leave me, I'll never make it alone. Believe me when I beg you, I'll never which if you can't beat the Maple Leaf, the beach is a great place to be. And it goes like this. No. Feet in the sand, hand in hand, looking out at the sea. Smile and sigh at the birds flying by you. This is the only way to be. There'll be rain, there'll be pain, long as we look to the sky. Sun by day, moon by night, under there, watch fly. Baby, I love you, always will have. That's never been more plain to see. Strength of the ocean, sounding forever. This is perfect, you and me. Rolling in on the stars and sand dollars, and it's all so beautiful and real. I'll keep searching for the right words, tell you exactly how I feel. And baby, I love you, yeah, now, always will, and that's never been more plain to see. Strength of the ocean, sound of forever, and this is perfect. You and me, 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 you and me. The next thing I have on the books is a club in Brooklyn called Barbase on the 14th of October. So I guess I better get to booking some local stuff. Check me out at Bufas. My name is Davis Rogan. My website is davisrogan.com. Thank you all so much. Great to see you. Keep in touch, and I'll see you all next time.
Real Davis.
Yeah, that guy. The real Davis. It says on the CD. The real Davis.